Hello and welcome back to TF1C, the Formula 1 chat. Today we're talking about Formula 2 and it's our French Grand Prix review. We've done W Series, now on a Formula 2. Formula 1 will be out shortly after this, so make sure to check out all of those if you're into the other series as well as this. But Formula 2 now then. We'll start with qualifying, as always, at Le Castellet. It was a very intriguing qualifying session. Who topped it?
It was Logan Sargeant by 6 thousandths. To Ayumu Iwasa. So Sargeant took his second feature race pole in 3 races. He is in phenomenal form.
Yeah.
Then Ayumu Iwasa joined him on the front
I think
row.
Iwasa deserved that pole. He looked
6,000
fantastic.
off, yeah. Because, well, you got to remember, he missed his final run because he missed the flag.
Yeah.
That's why he took the flag.
And the fact that his run before
Yeah.
was that competitive, absolutely insane. He had some ridiculous pace this weekend. Iwasa, he's really going places. I think he's got to be the shoe-in for that Red Bull seat in 2024. Obviously, Gasly confirmed... Oh, not the Red Bull, sorry, the Alpha Tauri seat. Gasly confirmed for next season, but looking after that, you've got to imagine it'll be either Lawson or Iwasa.
Hauser.
Or, Dennis Hauser as well. Sorry, I forgot about him. I don't think it'll be Derivla now, though.
No.
But Iwasa is looking amazing at the moment.
Okay, then P3 was Frederick Vesti. P4 Jack Doohan.
It was Felipe Drugovich, but then he got a 2-place penalty. No, sorry, didn't get a penalty. He had a lap deleted for it.
Yeah.
See the track limits.
So Doohan P4, Pourchaire P5, Drugovich P6. Pourchaire crucially ahead of Drugovich there, qualifying.
Yes.
Yuri Vips took P8. It was a high-tech 7-8 with Vips in 7th, Armstrong 8th. And then the sprint race front row was Lawson and Deruvilla as they qualified P9 and 10.
On to that sprint race then.
What a race it was.
Deruvilla on pole, Lawson P2. We've seen it a lot this weekend, but P2 got a shocking start. We saw it in W Series, Naria Marty barely left the line. We saw it here. Liam Lawson bogged down a little.
P3.
To P3, it was... Who came through? Armstrong, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Marcus Armstrong up into P2. And then,
Deruvilla does what Deruvilla... I think he's done this before this season. He fires off at the start of races, gets through his tyres, and then he has nothing towards the end.
I think Deruvilla's got really decent raw pace, but in terms of race management and even side-by-side battling, he lacks a little, I think.
Because it proved again that, Liam Lawson, yes, he fell down to P3, he got back into P2, and then he had very good pace, but controlled his tyres. He caught Deruvilla.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic pass on Deruvilla. I think the big thing was that Lawson looked so much more confident on the brakes than most other drivers.
Because Deruvilla even hit him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Despite Lawson being a significant way ahead, it was a bit of a strange move. But Lawson did really well to keep it around the outside. He then went on to win the race.
He flew away because what happened behind was absolute carnage.
Complete mess. So then it was Armstrong.
Armstrong then tried to get past... Well, it wasn't though, was it?
No,
he tried to get past
Deruvilla,
shoved him off. He got a 5-second post-race penalty. Well, no, to us, that doesn't even matter. He was already down the order because he got knocked out like a pinball. That poor bloke. He then got hit by...
His teammate Vips.
He got pushed off by Pourchaire first.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then at the final corner, Vips shoved him off.
Yeah, turn 13, the long swooping left-hander.
Yeah.
He just got shoved off the road, dropped 2 positions there, and then at the final corner, Yuri Vips
shoved him off.
It's just the most mental dive bomb. Thank God
Vips
he
shoved
didn't
him
hit
off.
Jack Doohan. If not, there would have been
Armstrong
up for
fell
it.
to P9 at the checkered flag. Post-race 5-second penalty for pushing Deruvilla off. Knocked into P14.
Pourchaire also penalised for shoving
pushing
Armstrong off.
Armstrong
Vips also penalised for pushing Armstrong off.
So the final classification was Lawson P1, Deruvilla P2, Drugovich P3, of course. He managed to sweep in there.
Yeah, that was after Pourchaire's penalty.
Doohan P4.
Doohan had a bit of a meh weekend. He clearly had a lot of pace, but just couldn't seem to get out of incidents. It was just always there.
Obviously we'll get on to the feature race in a minute, but very good save. So Doohan P4, Vesti P5, Iwasa P6, Pourchaire P7, and Logan Sargeant took the final point.
Yeah.
So Vips 11th, Armstrong 14th.
But Sargeant didn't look anywhere on pace in this feature race. He didn't cut through any of the pack. And without any penalties, he wouldn't have been in the points.
Yeah.
I think that is the difference between Drugovich and Sargeant. If Sargeant's on pole, Sargeant can win. But Drugovich has shown that from anywhere on the grid, he will cut through and score decent points. Even at Monaco, he made a few overtakes and got...
Yeah, it didn't
But he did strategy, didn't he, at Monaco? Oh, no, was he on pole?
No, Monaco. Remember
Monaco
sprint,
was on pole,
he put the wets on and had a fun time.
Yeah, that was a shit show.
And then Monaco was on pole.
He's on pole, sorry, yeah. What race was it then? Spain, he started down the order and strategy masterclass went on to win it.
Yeah, but that's not Drugovich, that's MP and not Carlin.
I don't know if I'd back Sargeant to make as many overtakes. He doesn't seem to be that good at cutting through the back.
Equally,
in my opinion.
here I can let him off because that was absolute carnage what was going on ahead of him.
Yeah, but still, he wasn't there though.
Alright, we'll get into the feature race and then we'll realise how good he is and how unlucky he gets.
Yeah, I know. I do agree that in F2, the championship's often decided by how lucky you get over the course of the season. It does kind of ruin it in a way.
It was a tough feature race for everyone and their nan.
Right. So, Sargeant on pole. Sargeant gets...
Nowhere.
I was going to say...
He went nowhere off the start.
Tough getaway.
P4. Let's go to P3. And he was running a good race in P3. And then he lost the engine at the pit stop. And they couldn't restart it.
And then they just pushed his car out of the way and got lost in lovely jubbly. Bob's your uncle. Beautiful pit stop.
It was devastating for Sargeant because we saw the power of the undercut. If he'd got out there, because if it was a good stop and he'd got out, he'd have undercut into the lead.
Yeah.
And we've seen his pace this season.
That is a huge difference. People ponder why Drugovich is leading. Of course, he's a really good driver. I don't agree with some people saying he's mid and that he's just got super lucky. He has got lucky, and that's why he leads, because he's not had a single problem this season.
Apart from Monaco Sprint, where he decided...
Yeah, but that wasn't a problem.
He broke his
That's
front
not
ring.
unlucky. He was an idiot.
And then he decided to keep putting on wets and softs and mediums.
Exactly.
He
was gambling on the rain.
Yeah.
We put on wets, and then they didn't know whether he had to change tyres because the rules. But yeah, that was a bit of a weird situation.
We saw DNF to Fittipaldi when he just slammed it into the side. He slammed it into the side of Murray.
Oh right,
at the end of the straight.
Sorry, it threw me as to what the heck.
Oh no, yeah.
You just cut randomly to that.
I said other DNFs.
Yeah, sorry.
Fittipaldi went into back, just smashed into Murray. Richard Pourchaire just gave up on the final lap.
Yeah.
That was quite funny. His car's just sitting there.
It sat there everyone celebrating. Yeah.
Was there anything for DNF?
He was in the points as well, so I really feel for Pourchaire. That Trident.
For some reason, the F2 standings only goes down to 17th.
Defeat. Yeah, because I imagine that's all that was classified.
No, Pourchaire's there, DNF.
Yeah. Well, there's only 22. Yeah.
So what other 5 drivers were behind Pourchaire? Who else did we lose? We lost Sato.
Yeah.
Lap 1, he just spat.
Went for a cheeky spin.
Yeah, so we lost Sato, Sargeant, Pourchaire, Fittipaldi.
It's probably one of the F1s. I can't. It's trying to think who exists.
Armstrong.
That's it.
Armstrong.
He just kept getting pinball around all weekend.
That was the lap 1 incident where Beckman pushed him off and then Hauser went into the back with Armstrong.
Yeah.
Armstrong was out, Hauser had a broken wing.
I remember him and Vips, Hauser and Vips fighting down the order.
Yeah.
It was just like a horrible weekend for both of them.
But
back at the sharp ends.
Yes.
Jack Doohan.
Okay,
fighting Théo Pourchaire for second place at Pourchaire's home ground. I think his spin actually showed real maturity. Because most other Formula 2 drivers, it was on the inside going into, it was the end of the straight begin with M that I can't remember the name of now. Milo straight. Into the heavy braking zone of turn 10, turn 11, something like that. Anyway, yeah, he's going down the inside, realises he's not going to make the corner. Rather than just piling into Pourchaire, which we've seen most other drivers do, George Russell, what he did instead was get on the curb. He knew he was going to spin, but he avoided making contact with Pourchaire and avoided a 5-second penalty. I thought it showed very good maturity. Because he even dropped off the podium after that. He could have just piled into Pourchaire, took the 5 seconds, probably ended both of their races, which would have been very stupid.
Yeah. Classification then, Iwasa. Obviously started P2, Sargeant was out. Yeah. He drove superbly. He won by a massive mark. He won by a few seconds, which
He
in F2
excelled.
is a
He
massive
clearly had
margin.
the best pace. Sargeant
Yeah.
didn't look like challenging him anyway after his dodgy start. So
I mean, yeah, Iwasa won by 9
it.
seconds. 9 seconds in Formula 2
yeah.
is a country mile.
And of course, the Downs team are French, so a very good result for them. They were joined by the other French team, ART, and of course, Théo Pourchaire, the French drivers. A very good weekend for everyone French.
Iwasa P1, Pourchaire P2, Vesti P3 was your podium.
And then Drugovich passed Doohan late on to take P4.
Yeah, Drugovich
and
P4,
Jack
Doohan
Doohan
P5.
P5. What a driver, mate. Jack Doohan's
Lawson
different
P6,
gravy.
very good weekend for him, but he still didn't gain on Drugovich.
The thing is, yeah, I don't think Lawson's in the championship fight. He is up to fifth now in the championship.
How did he
Liam
get for a sprint
Lawson.
race win?
11.
11. He got 11 because of the fastest
fastest
lap. Plus 8, 19. Drugovich got 12 and 15. So got 27.
Drugovich took fastest lap as well in the feature
28.
race.
So Drugovich got 28. So Lawson's like winning the feature.
No, he only took 19 from this weekend.
How?
Six in the sprint, 13 in the feature.
Oh, of course, yeah, it's not 15. You don't get 11 for winning the sprint and 15 for coming third. Yeah, so Lawson P6, Deruvula P7, Clement Novalak at his home Grand Prix took P8.
So
Roy,
they actually got exact identical points. Lawson Drugovich this weekend.
Roy Nassani,
yeah.
P9 at his team's home Grand Prix.
He was P8, got a 5-second penalty.
Oh, yeah.
The most nonsensical moment I've ever seen.
What did he do?
There's been a few Nassani moments. He was just driving off track. It just cut to him, and he was just driving around on the blue lines. I
don't understand him. Just get back on the track.
Brilliant.
No, he just I don't know what
No, he tried to. He went right, left, just wiggling along the outside the track.
And then Enzo
What a
Fittipaldi
guy.
got the final point.
Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, we're back next week in Budapest.
We are indeed. Let's have a look at those championship prospects then before we get into
I wonder
Budapest.
who's leading.
It's Drugovich, of course.
Wow.
173 points. That lead has come down by another point this weekend. He obviously scored 19 points. Pourchaire scored 20 points. So it's 173 for Drugovich, 134 for Théo Pourchaire. So the gap coming down to 29. 39. 39, not 29. That's not too bad, though. 39 with, what?
5 rounds.
5 rounds?
10 races.
It's definitely doable for Pourchaire. It's definitely doable for Sargeant. I think after that, though, they are the only 3 left in this championship fight.
Sargeant needs to bounce back after this weekend.
Bit of a shame. We've not seen a proper 5-way scrap for an F2 title for a few years now. Like last year, Piastri waltzed
Year
it.
before Schumacher waltzed
No,
it.
not really. We had a really good battle between Schumacher and Ilott going down to the final round.
Yeah, good point.
But that was, pretty much it. Before then, De Vries and Latifi. So we've not had a good battle since like 2018 with Russell, Leclerc and Albon. Well, not Leclerc was off by then, but Norris, Albon, the likes of them all on the grid.
Now we're sitting here watching Drugovich dominate every week.
But yeah, so it's Drugovich 173, Pourchaire 134. Sargeant then in P3, 116 points to his name. He had a good campaign. He's 18 points off Pourchaire now. So he has lost a lot.
He only got 3 out this weekend.
He got 1 from this weekend. The points for pole aren't on here, but yeah, I presume he was given something for pole. And they're not just giving that to someone else for a laugh. Deruvula is P4 with 94 points. Lawson now rises to 5th with that sprint race victory. He's on 79, a point ahead of Jack Doohan, another rookie. Just want to point that one out there. Rookie Jack Doohan absolutely smashing it in P6, 78 points. Fittipaldi, really strong campaign for him. Just the 1 point this weekend, but it's good enough to maintain 7th in the championship and 76 points. Vesti is now up to 8th with his 3rd place in the feature race, 75 for him. Iwasa is 9th on 72 points. Of course, the victory helped him massively this weekend, really elevate his championship position, and then Armstrong rounds out the top 10. He scored nothing this weekend, but he's still there on 69. Quite interestingly, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, none of them scored points this weekend. It's Armstrong, Hauser, Vips, Verschoor, and then obviously Boschung, but he's not raced for a few weekends because we've had the god, Roberto Merhi. Then it's Novalak, Hughes, Nassani's P17. His 2 points have helped him really push away and pull away from Roberto Merhi. So that's good for Nassani's championship prospects. And then, Caldwell, Sato, Williams, Beckman. And the only 2 not to score points is Chembolic Bassi and Armory Cordial. Can't say I'm surprised.
No.
Bollock Bassi, of course, a F1 esports driver before now. Cordial. I don't know if he's ever driven a car before this season.
He's so bad.
Some of his moments have been funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is all for today. Make sure to get involved in the comment section down below. I want to hear who you think will end up champion. There is actually a chance it's someone other than Drugovich this season. Unlike W Series, where it's definitely going to be Chadwick. But yeah, so get involved with that, and yeah, just give us your thoughts on this race weekend and thoughts going into Budapest. We of course have every series at Budapest, so join us for previews on Friday. We'll have 4 videos going out that day. It's going to win it all. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.